Leviticus 10,
Yeah.
when Nadab and Abihu, offered that strange fire up, and automatically just killed them. Fire came down and devoured them in the sight of the congregation. And, Moses had to tell Aaron, like, this is what I was telling you. The fear of the Lord gonna be before our faces, and you can't get out of line. Don't cry. Keep doing the services that you're doing. Right? They didn't even have time to sob. This is Moses' nephews, and this is Aaron's sons. And they just died over doing something that they thought was right. I don't know. It just says strange fire. We don't know how they did it or specifically how the Lord wanted it to be sparked, but they went out of the realms of what God commanded them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, because they Levites, so they have the service of the Lord, but maybe they did it wrong, like the order, because he's very like specific on how things need to be offered, and you can't just do it willy nilly.
Right. And real quick too, because I find it fascinating that when we give examples of people who died for much less, we all went to Old Testament places, right?
Yeah.
And somebody from the outside, like, but we got Jesus now. Jesus is love. He's got grace. He's got mercy, right? Mind you, a conversation for another day. Jesus has been here. He's actually the one that was dishing out that judgment. But on top of that, you have an example of somebody named Ananias and his wife Sapphira in the New Testament. After Jesus died and resurrected, because you mentioned these little white lies, right? They can get you in trouble.
Yeah.
You have somebody, he said he's going to sell this piece of land. He's going to give that money to go towards the gospel, towards the ministry. And they sold it. They're like, we actually made a bit of a killing on this deal, right? Let's just say we sold it for this much. They're still giving the money to the apostles. What's the harm in just holding a little bit back for ourselves and just say we only sold it for this amount? And when they did that, guess what? Peter already knew. He's like, listen, you didn't lie to me. You lied to the Holy Ghost.
Right.
You really lied to the Father. And because of that little lie, because he still gave him money, he died on the spot. Because that's the nature of things. Things happen around us that because we don't have understanding of this Bible, we are just not, it just goes on and it goes unregistered in our mind. God really is out here and he's killing others for much less.